CURET stands for Center for Urban Research, Education, and Training. And then there's an Inc. at the end of it. We got started in 1990. It was something that my husband and I thought about. It occurred to us that there was a problem in the Caribbean community, the West Indian community. So we found out that many of their parents did not have reading skills. Many were illiterate or functionally literate. And we need to do something about it, so we started summer school, tutoring, and then that's when it became clear that the parents of many of the students stayed away from school, didn't have much interaction because of this problem of illiteracy. They're hard workers, but for a lot of reasons, many of them did not go to school back home.
I was raised in Jamaica, and I have been to school up to 11th grade. Then I migrated here in 2000. And even though there are opportunity here in this country, I have to put my education on hold specifically to take care of my kids.
Well, I immigrated from Jamaica about in December of '09. If you're educated, it's easier to move up in the working world or in anything that you want to achieve. So, I decided to come to CURET and see what I could do to improve myself.
I work at Salamander Design. It's a furniture company. I'm the only woman on the production floor. If I had done better in school, I could have had other jobs. I could have done better. The time has come for me to be in the picture, so I take time out to come to CURET to get my GED.
When families cannot read, write, illiteracy, it impacts in every way. It impacts how their kids perform in school because they stay away from school because of the insecurity and lack of confidence communicating with school personnel. In terms of the economics, it's poverty because they have low-paying jobs and the jobs are not consistent. They're seasonal jobs, so they bounce from one job to the other job. So it's the biggest dream for these immigrants. If I could only get an education, if I could only learn to read.
You're literally held back without an education. They hire you, but you are not in a position to grow. With an education, it will make a big difference. You'll earn better money. I'll be able to take care of my kids better, take care of myself.
I met Carol, and she gave me a test to see where I was, if I was ready for the GED class. So we did that, and then from there, we went on. I passed my GED. It was quite exciting for me. I said, oh, I finally did it, because even though they kept telling me, oh, Jennifer, you'll do well, and I was still doubtful.
When I received that GED, I was overwhelmed. You couldn't see it on my face there, but deep down, there was that missing piece. That was that missing piece out of my life.
When we got started, we had 7 folks. And before it went from 7 to 15, and it kept on growing and growing until where we are today. We've reached the point where we have had up to 160. We couldn't fit anyone else. So the foundation was responsive to our needs. And now we're expanding the 3rd floor so that we could expand. We have a waiting list of folks who want to come in and be educated. We have found out that many of the students, the adult learners, have it in them that they could pursue other higher education, and that's what they want.
Next step for me is to go to college, which will be Capital Community, where I'll be studying early childhood education. My plan is to have my own little daycare, so I'll be able to help those mothers that want to go back to school.
My goal is to get an associate's degree in the nurse or in registered nursing. This degree will help me a lot, especially financially, because it will give me a sense of independence, and then I won't have to be bothering my mom or my sisters. My kids, they depend on me, you know, and it will help me to provide well for them. My daughter, she's soon be going to college herself.
So in our program here at the center, we're always looking to draw out of people potentials that they did not know that they have. And once we bring that to their attention, it just keeps growing and growing, and they're inspired. Former students have gone on into the trades. They have, for males, they have gone into vocations such as plumbing, electrician. They have reached a point where they could fill out the job application, they could understand, they could read, they could comprehend. And so that opens the door for them to get into some of the vocations. And of course, all of them want to get their GED. They don't have the GED, it's like a dead end for them. They could now read to their kids, they could take their kids to the library, they can become involved in their children's education, so their eyes are open. It's going into avenues that we never dreamt of. So we're really thankful that the foundation has made it possible for us to offer these programs. It really is a blessing.